Hey everybody, it's Wendy, and today I have for you a couple of really cute little earrings from that I made using components from beadpark.com. So I have a couple different styles here, and we're actually going to make this one in another color. But these are really pretty. This is the AB, crystal AB, and it's just the earring on a post here with a rhinestone finding and hanging that way. This one is blue zircon, and it is made with the same finding, only with a post glued on the back of it and with a bead dangle. So, there's a couple different ways you can do this. I'm sure there's even more, different ways that you could use this finding, but I really think these turn out cute. And you could do these in birthstone colors, like if you're wanting to make them to sell at a craft show, you could do them in birthstone colors. You could do just about anything. You could do Christmas colors. So anyway, if you're interested in learning how to make this one, then let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a couple of these findings. These are from beadpark.com. They are categorized as a pendant finding, rhinestone finding, but they're very small. They're about the size of a nickel, so I would not consider this a pendant. It's very tiny, so I would consider it an earring. So you're going to need 2 of those. These findings also came from beadpark.com. They are a rhinestone stud finding with a loop. This loop does open and close. We will not have to open and close it today because we'll have to use a jump ring to connect these. If we hung it this way, obviously it would hang sideways. So we'll have to use a jump ring to connect it. But you will need 2 of these findings. And again, they're from beadpark.com, and I will put links to these items in the description box below. And then I'm using these little 8mm Rivolis. These also came from Beadpark. This was a package of 50 of mixed colors. So these are the light rose. Here is the blue zircon. And then I've used the AB, crystal AB right here. So these are really pretty. I like these little Rivolis. They are not Swarovski, but they're still very pretty. This is a Swarovski crystal, and this is a non-Swarovski Rivoli, and I don't think you can tell the difference, to be honest. They're very pretty. So, alright, and then you will need some 19SS crystals. So these are Swarovski. I do not know if Beadpark sells Swarovski crystals, but if they don't, they do have imitation, and they look just as nice as the Swarovski in my opinion, and they're much cheaper. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. I get the Swarovski from work and I get a discount, so that's one reason that I buy the Swarovski. Otherwise I would probably just buy the off-brand because I'm not a brand name girl. I don't care whose name's on it as long as it looks good. So yeah, you're going to need 2 jump rings, small jump rings. These, I believe, are maybe 4mm, maybe smaller, but you want the smallest jump rings that you can find. You're going to need your chain nose or flat nose, whatever kind of pliers you want to just open your jump ring. So, and you're going to need some E6000 glue. I only use E6000 on my crystals. That's what we use at work, and I've found that to be the best thing. And so that's what I use. They stay, they don't fall off. And my glue's a little dried out there. I do use just a toothpick to apply it with. And I found this little tool at Hobby Lobby, and it's just a little pickup tool. It's kind of losing its stickiness because I've used it so much, but they come in a package of 2 for like $2.99 or something. They're really inexpensive, and they work pretty good. At work, I use a crystal katana, which I love, but they're expensive, and my boss bought that for me, so I don't want to spend the money for one, so I don't have one here at home. Okay, so what you're going to do, when I am working with E6000, I usually just work on a little plastic. At work, I have a glass sheet on my desk, and it comes right off of there. But here at home, I'm just going to work on a little plastic baggie, so I don't get it on my bead mat. Okay, so take any old glue, dried up glue out. Let me see if I can get this on camera. That would help. Alrighty, let me zoom in a little. Okay, So you're just going to take your glue. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the finding first. So let's grab your jump ring. Now when you open a jump ring, you always want to hold it in your pliers on each side and twist back and front. You do not want to pull it side to side because it will ruin your jump ring. Okay, and then you're going to slip your finding on. Make sure that you're facing the right way when you put your post on, that the wire part is facing back and not the front. And you're going to close your jump ring the same way that you opened it by twisting front to back. And make sure that it's closed really good so you don't have any gaps in there or anything falling out. Okay, and this is what you'll have. So this is a really, really cute little earring finding. Okay, so then you're just going to take your glue and fill your holes. So I just put a little bit of glue. I'm just doing the outside and the very middle. I'm not doing all of those, mainly because I think it would be too much. Okay, so the way I do my glue is I just put it in and I twist the toothpick like this, and that is how I control my glue. That way it keeps it from getting everywhere. You don't have it stringing around all over the place. Okay. And this glue dries really fast, or it starts drying, let me say it that way, it starts drying really fast. And once it starts drying, you know, you want to get it in there pretty quick so your things will stick good. So I'm going to put the Rivolis in first and see, just goes right in there. And then I'm just going to fill in my little crystals and just get them in there first, and then you can position them, but just get them in the glue before it gets to where it's not tacky. One in the middle, and these two on the sides. Alrighty. Okay, now you can take your fingers, whoops, my one in the middle came out. You can take your fingers and just see, my glue is not quite as tacky. There we go, it'll be alright. Okay, so you can take your fingers and kind of flatten them. Just make sure they're sitting flat and they're not like tipped weird or anything. Now, what we do at work is we have a big thing full of rice, and you would just set this down in the rice. Whoops, sorry, hit the camera. So that they can dry, but I haven't brought one upstairs here at home. I probably will. That'd be a good idea, especially if I'm going to do a bunch of these earrings. And you can just set it down in there and it'll dry flat. But I don't have it up here, so I'm just going to lay it out there. But that is what it looks like when you get finished. You have a beautiful little earring. They're sparkly. They're easy and quick to make. You can do them in so many different colors. You could do Christmas colors with, like, you could even set a small pearl in the middle. You could do anything in these. You could put a pearl in there even. So there's so much variety that you could do using this finding and this stud. And I really like these. So like I said, I've done that style. And then I've done this style where I glued a regular stud to the back and then did a bead dangle. And I just think they turn out so cute. So again, these products were purchased at beadpark.com. And I will leave links in the description bar below, but that is a quick and easy pair of earrings, and you can use literally, you could do all different birthstone colors, you could do just about anything on them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I am going to go. Chris, it sounds like he is off work. It is 4:54. He gets off at 5, so I'm going to go spend the evening with him. And you guys have a great rest of the evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!